떼떼떼떼 어제 올라온 영상 어제 올라온 건가? 같이 봅시다.
And welcome to Operation Heavy Mettle. I'm Camille Salazar Hadaway here to present the lineup for Year 8, Season 3 of Rainbow Six Siege. To kick off the show, here's Creative Director Alexander Karpazes with an overview of the season.
The Rainbow Six Siege team is proud to present
나 때문에 자막 안 보이는 거 아니야?
Heavy Mettle. Coming with a new operator Ram.
나 작아질게.
She's joining the Red Hammer squad because of her destructive capabilities. With the season as well, we're bringing meaningful changes to the balance of the game, the way that you play.
머리를
The
바꿔야겠다.
playlists are going through some change as well, with the new game mode coming to arcade. We have a new tutorial system for all the new players jumping in this season as well. All of this plus a commendation system to reward other players. And we have much, much more to share with you, so please enjoy.
There comes a moment in every attacker's life when they think, how am I going to deal with that deployable shield and the traps that surely lie behind it? How do I choose which section of the floor to open up? How do I keep the defenders from hearing what I'm up to? Well, the operator with the answer to all of these questions is Ram and her auto breacher. You want to know more? Stick around.
While Ram is getting tuned up for headline
다 부숴, 다
performance later in the
부숴.
show, we've got some opening acts
상여자.
to reveal new features and updates coming your way. We'll start with the commendation system, a new and rewarding way to recognize your teammates, like the spotter who set up great drone cams, or the text chat champ who stayed cool when you went down 3-0. UX designer Roland Poe will tell you about it.
So the goal of the commendation system is to showcase some of the positive aspects we have in our game and allow players a new way to interact with one another and highlight those
안녕하세요.
positivities. At the end of a match, players will have the opportunity to commend two of their teammates in up to 3 different
오,
categories.
칭찬.
You'll be commended for your dedication.
약간
So for
롤
being
같은
engaged and
거네.
reliable teammate, for being on comms, using pings. You can be commended for your guidance. So for showing leadership, for being helpful.
너 굉장히
and being
리더십
commended for your
있었다.
value, for being positive, being fun to play with,
너
and just a great Siege
재밌었다.
community member.
이런 거
Also,
줄 수 있는
you'll have
거지.
the opportunity to vote to commend the other team as worthy opponents. If you had a fun and fair and fulfilling match against them, this is a great way to spread positivity, not just within your team, but throughout the entire lobby. Players who have been frequently commended in their recent matches
약간
can be
레식이
considered to be on a streak,
좀
and will have a
게임
dedicated
따고 쓰는
icon
것
placed
같지
next
않아요?
to their name in places like the player profile panel, the in-match scoreboard, and player cards. And for players who are on a streak, they will also receive an increase to their alpha pack drop roll rate at the end of every match they have whilst the streak is active. But the benefits aren't just for players on a streak. Every single player who is engaged with the commendation system will receive a mid-season alpha pack drop of epic rarity. In addition to that, the top 25% most
이번에
commended players at
좀
the end
많이
of the season
개편하는 것
will
같아요.
receive an alpha pack drop of legendary status. So during Year 8, Season 3, we're also going to be updating the Reputation Center. We're going to have a new page that's all about commendations. You're going to see how many you've received, in which categories, the status of your streak, and the alpha pack drops. Also, we've heard your feedback about the reputation system, and we know that you're looking for more information about how to achieve the highest reputation standings.
아, 이번
That's why
업데이트에
we're also having a
유비코리아가
dedicated page that's going to show some of the key negative actions and behaviors that can impact your
너무
reputation standing.
좋은 얘기네요.
So it's important to note that at the beginning of the season, your commendations will
안녕하세요.
not affect your reputation standing. However, in a future update, after some monitoring, we're going to hook the two systems together, meaning the number of commendations you receive will start to impact your standing. So we're looking forward to getting this into your hands, to seeing how you engage with
반가워요.
it, and together making the
그래,
Rainbow
이렇게
Six
만들어
community
놓으면,
the best it possibly can be.
너무 좋잖아.
Now it's
끝나고
time to
나서,
talk game modes.
너
Operation Heavy
재밌었다.
Mettle is bringing changes to
넘버스
quick
하나
match
받아봐.
and
기분
unranked,
째지지.
plus the brand new arcade mode we mentioned earlier.
그래서 롤을 하지.
Designer Robert Cole and gameplay programmer Albert Val are here to tell you more.
we announced during the year reveal, we wanted to make changes to Quick Match in order to make it faster and more accessible. But we realized that we needed to make some tweaks to other game modes in order to fit those changes. The main objective for the changes that we're doing to Quick Match is to make it faster, not only by reducing the overall match time, but also by reducing the waiting time. Additionally, the other main objective is to allow players to focus much more on the action. Now, in order to focus on the action, on the defender side, we're introducing a new system called pre-setups. Now, pre-setups are a pre-deployment of reinforcements and rotation. We have designed 2 variations for each bomb site, which will be chosen randomly at the start of the round, and they will cover the most reinforced
게임 시작할 때 자동으로 해준다고?
for the players to use the remaining ones as they want. Now for attackers, we're also introducing a new system called Attacker's Protection, which basically consists on a 10-second invulnerability phase at the start of the round, which will allow for a much safer approach to the building. In order to make Quick Match faster, we will be making changes to all the rounds.
못 나오고 그 뭐야 스폰킬 못
We're
나오고.
also taking the chance to make some tweaks to the matchmaking algorithm, which will now find matches much faster.
빠른 매치에서만 가능한 것 같아요. 빠른 매치에서만 저렇게 뉴비들 하기 좋게
Will be expanding in the future.
공사도 다 랜덤으로 2개 중에 랜덤으로 하나 해주고
Into a much more quick and casual place. And that's why
태어나자마자 죽지 않게 바꿔주고.
by the name of the playlist.
근데 나 무계급 바꾸는 거 솔직히 별로야. 난 무계급 유저인데.
Point between our most competitive game modes and our most casual game modes. The main changes we're doing to standard is removing map and operator ban phases, so that players can play all the content without restrictions. We're also changing the overtime rounds to 1, to not drag the game.
연장 하나만 준대요, 무게.
With these changes, standard will now become the go-to place for players.
약간 랭크가 어떻게 진행되는지 알고 싶다. 뉴비들이 알고 싶다. 이러면은 무계급 한번 해봐. 약간 이런 느낌.
Will bring a much stronger identity to these playlists, and we are confident that players will enjoy them.
난 무계급 유저여가지고 무계급 안 바뀌면 좋겠다 했는데 바뀌어버렸네. 근데 뭐 뉴비들한테는 너무 좋은 패치인 것 같아요.
Such as Golden Gun, Snipers Only, or even new one like Free for All. We received an awesome feedback from you throughout the season, and we want to keep it that is fresh and engaging. So we're introducing a new arcade called
귀여워. 이렇게 룰렛 돌리는 거야?
Match Game, where all players have the same weapon.
귀여운데?
There's a twist. This weapon is gonna be
이제 뉴비를 많이 영입해야지 이제.
So get ready for chaotic and unexpected
이제
gunfights.
유튜버들이 열일해야지.
Snipers to short-range shotgun, it's gonna be crazy. As well, it's a place for newcomers to learn about new weapons and attachments.
이거는 난 자주 할 것 같다. 왜냐면 제가 항상 쓰던 캐릭터만 쓰고 쓰던 그 무기만 쓰니까 저런 거 하는 건 좋은 것 같아요.
We have news to share on each of these
안녕하세요.
operators, as well as a big update on shotguns. If you've ever run with a shotgun or faced off against one, you're going to want to hear what Associate Game Director Joshua Mills has to say.
So shotguns on Siege have not been the most reliable tool for our operators, and that's one of the things we wanted to address. So we're actually kind of overhauling the entire weapon class. There are a couple shotguns that will not be included in this update, but those are the slug shotguns. Focusing on all the rest,
무슨 샷건 어떻게 바꾼다는 걸까?
if we want to look at a template that really signifies where we're going with this, you can look at smoke shotgun.
오,
That is
무기
actually the
전문가.
foundation that our amazing weapon expert Matthew Lacombe used. So broad changes that you can expect with the shotgun rework are far more precision when you're ADS'd, far more destruction when you're not, and even more destruction when you're moving and not ADS'd. Some of you already know this actually works and have been doing it with the Bailiff for some time. Well, we've actually taken that feature and expanded that across the rest of the shotguns. We don't want anything in the game to ever be a non-option. So at the end of the day, shotguns are going to be far more consistent and a viable tool for you to bring out on the field.
이거 근데 써봐야 할 것
Charge
같은데?
can chew through and reinforce wall and then start deploying on the opposite side. So we extended that a little further and said, why can't we do that on deployable shields or in some cases even a talent shield for most.
방패에다가 그냥 막아버려.
Here is versatility, allowing players to adapt to the environment that's been set up around them. So whether that means deployable shields out and about or you have OSA on your
이야.
team, it has
방패는 안
extreme
깨지고
capacity, but at the
저것만.
same time, it's a high risk kind of move. So Grim, In part one, we really focused on the efficiency of the launcher. That, as well, is a little bit of his kit. One of the main contention points of Grim in general is the face check for intel. You have to
발사
put
모드를
yourself at
추가했대.
risk in order to actually take that shot. So the second part of the buff is actually to add an alternate mode to the launcher. This new alternate mode will allow the player to actually bank canisters off the wall or off a surface instead of directly sticking.
튕겨 나간대죠.
Allows more play and allows you to get
오 이렇게 탁 쏘면 탁 튕겨.
reward players that have a plan, and just like our other operators with their alternate
어,
modes via
좋다.
intel, Grim will have the same functionality, being able to select what type of canister is going to come out of that launcher the second you shoot it.
이런
Cross shootings has
식으로.
been a hot topic for us since its reveal, and one of the big things we want to get across here is that the fact that a player can end up helpless in our game has no space there. We do not want that. And that's one of the steps that the Frost change is trying to do, where if a player finds themselves on a welcome mat, they have options. Options are, I can pull that off myself with a severe debuff. I'm probably not going to survive that anyway, but at the same time, I can also have my friend come and help me out. At that point, you will receive no debuff.
혼자서도 제거된대요 이제. 혼자 아니어도 제거되고.
Also sets up for the scenarios where Frost can get a 2-for-1. So the big thing
아이고,
about
아이고.
a player being able to take the frost trap off of them, at least on the lab TS, was that it wasn't severe enough. That people were able to do it too quickly. We're taking it from 2.5 seconds.
4초 근데 4초 안에 그냥 와가지고 죽겠다. 뭐야 저 다리 젓는 거 봐봐.
All the way down to a walking speed while still leaving that blood trail and making all the vocal calls.
피 봐봐. 피.
Super.
공포 영화인데?
A lot of stuff packed in there. The shotguns alone are
다리 절뚝이면서
beyond that, it's a plus of our
피를 흘리며.
community.
너무 무서운데?
And I really appreciate that, and I'm thankful for that, and I can't wait for what we're going to be able to do together as we move forward.
In Siege, there are a few things you'll need to keep
이제
in mind
프로스트
when
덧 걸리면은 그냥 덧 제거하고 도망갈 때도 너무 무서울 것 같아.
More mechanics are coming this season. Let's get the
추노.
details from game designer Victoria Vera.
As we mentioned in the Y8 reveal, we will have not only new playable tutorials, but a fully fledged new first-time user experience.
튜토리얼
To
모드가
make
새로
newcomers
나왔죠.
feel more guided through their journey through Siege. We will have 3 new tutorials: basics, attack, and defense.
나 레직 할 때만
that
해도
will make
튜토리얼
people
같은 건 거의 없었다고.
playing their first Siege. The first tutorial will be basics. In basics, we will be covering what makes Siege truly Siege.
오,
We will
맵봐.
make a special emphasis on core mechanics such as
뭐야, 저게 길이야? 저렇게 하라고 만든 건가? 튜토리얼을?
and so on. The other 2 tutorials will be covering the asymmetrical nature of Siege, so it will be attack and defense. So the attack tutorial will cover how to win a round as an attacker. We will be covering the mechanics needed for doing so, which include
뭐야,
how to destroy defender gadgets and cameras, how to use tactical advantages such as breaching, defusing, and finally eliminating all opponents. So the defense tutorial will be serving the same purpose as the attack one, but this time as a defender. We will be covering mechanics such as reinforcing,
하나부터 열까지 거의 다 알려주네요. 벽 뚫는 거랑 벽 뒤에 적이 있는 거랑 뭐
So after you complete the tutorials, we will be
드론 굴리는 거.
5 on attack and 5 on defense. We do have plans for the future.
튜토리얼을 완료하면은
New AI defense
저렇게
playlist
준대.
in which
목표도.
newcomers and their friends can play siege matches in a more safe and controlled environment.
아니, 우리가 뉴비를 데리고 와야지.
When we talk about player comfort, we're not talking about your gaming chair. We're talking about all the little things that make playing and watching.
아, 근데 이제 진짜 튜토리얼 한번 해봐 이렇게 얘기할 순 있겠다. 잘
We're giving
나와가지고.
you the option to remove the HUD while using FreeCam. And that's not all. Creative director Alexander Karpazis is back to tell you more.
레직 한번 해볼래? 우리 튜토리얼 잘 나왔어.
season, we introduced free cam in the match replay. And this season, we're bringing an update. We're allowing you to remove the HUD from the replay cam so that you can capture the perfect moment and use that in any of the content that you're making. So this feature is also coming to the spectator mode. Free cam plus HUD UI will be one package for all spectators out there. For us, we're really excited to share these tools with the esports scene. This
그렇지. 이런 게 없었잖아, 원래. 원래 위에서 쳐다보고, 1인칭으로 보고 이랬었는데. 좀 더 약간, 뭐라 그러지? 서라운드 카메라처럼.
Another quality of life update that's coming that's very near and dear to my heart. We've all had that one squad mate who went to grab a sandwich an hour ago and you want to kick him from the match. Now you can. You can kick and promote.
원래 이게 없었어요? 원래 없었나?
So starting with season 3 Operation Heavy Mettle, you'll also be able to read
이런 것조차 없었단 말이야?
So if you want to refer to them,
그냥 나가서 다시 초대하고 이렇게만 했구나.
our patch notes are the place to go to whenever you want to find out the real details that are changing each season. that comes
e스포츠 PD님이 좋아해야 하는 걸까요? 싫어해야 하는 걸까요? 일단 보는 사람은 좋아.
Changes are coming to Operation Heavy Mettle Battle Pass to make it easier for you to target the rewards you want.
옵저버님들은
Here to explain
힘들겠지.
this update is Business Strategy Director Mohammed bin Hanada.
배틀 패스.
Late last year, we released the new Battle Pass system. We've received a lot of good feedback from you, the community. The two major points we want to work on for the next coming seasons is the discoverability and the navigations. So for the discoverability, we're introducing the Intro tab. The Intro tab will give you an overview of the main rewards to unlock during the seasons. So this is going to come up in Year 8 Season 3. And as I said, during the upcoming seasons, you'll see more and more improvements on the discoverability and navigations. So stay tuned for that.
Now,
응?
the time has come for
뭘 한다는 거죠? 이해를 하지 못했는데.
time has come for chaos. The
안돼
time has
패치한다고
come
합니다.
for RAM.
람.
First up, we'll have concept artist Sunshine Kim sharing insights on the design and creative vision for this operator. Then we'll go to director of gameplay design Jeremy Carvin and game designer Justin Larange Aluwaluya for details on Ram's gadgets and how she'll be wreaking havoc in the field.
아 챔프별로 세트를 열고 여는 방식이
Ram's
그거는.
unit, an all-female unit
Ooh.
of the South Korean Special Forces, is really competitive to get in. As we research and learn more about this unit, Tarantula/Taeho unit,
타란툴라.
we all agree
타란툴라
that this character
부대라.
should look absolutely badass. Ram's gadget is rather mechanical than high-tech, so it was natural choice for us to make the design more greedy, more grounded, which I know that a lot of our fans have been asking for. Her
오.
night visions, camouflage, combat shirts and pants, these are all general aesthetics that we borrowed from South Korean military. And then we went through redesigning process on top of that to give a more uniqueness, to make this character really memorable
너무 좋아.
and stand out.
국뽕이 찬다.
Is part of Warhammer. So the capacity of destruction of this device needed to be unlimited. With this operator, we are introducing the biggest throwable ever made in Siege. The buggy needed to be very heavy and tanky. We have two rotating shredders on the bottom to destroy floors and rotating saws in the front to smash walls. Finally, to increase the sentiment of chaos, we decided to power this device with a combustion engine.
Boogie deployed. Boogie is a go.
무기.
Is the boogie
무기
automation.
고.
These are massive bulletproof tools of soft destruction. Rem can throw these boogies from pretty much anywhere. So behind cover, she can also do this while rappelling. And
이거 약간 방어팀이 진짜 무서울 것 같아. 위에서 막 천장에 그냥 다다다다다다다.
Once a boogie has been deployed, Ram can activate it from anywhere on the map. She does this remotely.
미리 설치를 해놓고 나중에
At any point before activating her
할 수
gadget,
있구나.
Ram can use the alternate mode to switch her trajectory. She can choose between having it move directly forward or curving it to the left or to the right.
직진만 할 수 있는 게 아닌데?
Very useful to deal with situations, say around a corner, without.
오, 돌아가.
Is Blue Elbow in Oregon Basement. So Ram's kit is really designed to
allow players to emphasize on either her aggression or destruction.
한방 당하면 안 바뀌나 봐.
Ram's first primary option is the R4C.
R4C.
This
R4C.
weapon is great for aggressive pushes onto site and those quick engagements.
뭐 일속이에요 얘?
With the longer range aspects of some of her
R4C.
engagements, we're giving her a few extra high-powered scopes.
일속.
For players who prefer
이배율.
more of a suppressive fire
와우.
approach, Ram also has access to the LMG-E.
LMG.
This weapon's massive magazine and fairly good recoil make it an excellent choice for players who just want to hail bullets and sustain pressure on the enemy. So Ram's first
캐슬
secondary
시대도
option is the
갔다.
Mark 190. For more aggression players, this is going to be very useful in a gunfight, in case you ever run out of bullets in your primary. Ram's alternate secondary is the ITA-12S shotgun.
싱글벙글.
Choice for players who really want to double down on that destruction aspect of Ram. So Ram is a 3-health, 1-speed operator. She is an unstoppable.
그래.
She's there to take
일속은
position and hold
아 너무 무서운데 봐봐. 천장 뚫리면서 일속에 알포시 2배율이 달려온다고 생각해봐. 아찔한데 벌써?
So Ram's secondary gadget options really once again allow players to focus on either aggression or destruction. Her first option is
그러게 보조무기
are
샷건도 있네.
fantastic in a gunfight to really push down on those defenders. Alternatively, Ram has access to hard breach charges. At her simplest, Ram is a fantastic
와우. 이게 혼자 다 하는 거 아니에요 그냥?
sledge. She can do her destruction with relative safety.
혼자 해치 뚫고 혼자 버티컬하고
Perhaps a bit wary of doing vertical play.
벽
will really
뚫고
take to this and experience this absolutely core element of Siege's gameplay.
다 부셔 다 부셔.
At destroying a lot of
다 부...
gadgets that you
몇 개요?
typically find in those narrow
몇 개예요 이거 가드시?
and
뭐
choke points
4개 나온
and
것
a
같은데
very
방금?
easy push for the attackers. More experienced players may notice that remote activation, alternate mode, and also the sheer sound that this gadget produces are all tools at their disposal to come up with much.
없어지죠 근데 총알로 쏘면
Ram's destructive chaos
How
is a
do you-
really good smokescreen.
4개?
Players who have gadgets that have very loud sound cues that defenders will typically want to pay attention to.
2층 방어 아니면 가망 없다.
Amaru, just about any hard breach
너무 무섭다.
Imagine trying to bandit trick a wall when the ceiling is being torn out from above you.
저봐 저봐 저봐.
Operators like
어?
Flores
지하면 이제 끝난 거야 이제
only want
버티컬.
to get their drones on site to deal with enemy utility.
사이트에 숨어 있을 수가 없어.
Can absolutely help them do that. The easiest way to counter Ram is simply to outposition her, and she's not exactly a quiet operator.
그래 저거 4개 갖고 다니면서 일속인 게 말이 돼?
Especially stealthy ones like Caveira or
금방 패치될 것
really
같죠?
take advantage of them. Even though Ram's boogies are bulletproof, they're not
방탄?
indestructible. Explosives such as C4 or impact grenades will destroy boogies immediately.
와 총알로
Boogies also
쏴도
have a large
없앨 수
red canister
없다.
on the rear
어?
that, just like on
아
Ram's
금속통이
can be found to
있대.
destroy it.
빨간색 저거.
Though Ram's gadget is mechanical once it's activated, before it's been activated, it's electronic, meaning it can be jammed by a well-placed mute jammer, or also detected by Solace. The absolute chaos and destruction that Ram brings to the battlefield is so much fun. We've had a blast
저봐,
testing
저봐.
her out, and we're hoping that players have that
미친 거 아니야? 진짜 저 밑에 사이트에 있을 때 얼마나 무서울 거야. 벌써 공포.
You can play the season test server for Operation Heavy Mettle starting next week. Put Ram's gadgets through its paces and start working on your counter strategies. And remember, whether you're on the test server or in the live game,
다 로밍 나가겠네. 나 사이트에 있기 무서워.
we'll give you a chance to
로밍카.
rewards.
사이트는 1층인데 다 2층 가 있어.
Before we wrap up,
쟤 잡으려고.
one more thing. And yes, it's a new elite. Please welcome to the elite club for the first time, Thunderbird.
정예본들 소유자 클럽 뭐야? 아 실제 아니고 나온 거예요. 어제 새벽인가? 오늘 새벽? 응, 오늘 새벽에. 못 보신 분들은 다시 보시면 돼요. 그 유등님이랑 레지나님도 벌써 올리셨더라고요. 그 새 오퍼 그거를. 그것도 찾아보시면 좋을 것 같아요. 저 제대로 못 봤지만. 아무튼 근데 패치가 너무 잘 된 것 같아서 좋은데요? 빨리 패치됐으면 좋겠다. 근데 또 무계급을 못 쓴다는 건 좀 이제 그냥 랭크 해야겠어. 랭크 시참해야겠어. 이게 이제 나온 건데 트레일러 봅시다. 한국 오퍼레이터 참전.
Keep those legs moving, 천사야.
뭐야?
We need to improve our time to make the cut.
Let's apply to Rainbow, she said. It'll be fun, she said.
천사야. 우!
Vigil, come in. No answer. The weapon's cast. We.
어떡해. 헬기 쏘는 거야? 오. 싫어? 헬기를 그나 LMG로 그나. 어떡해? 비질이랑 다 죽은 거야?
Vigil,
뭐야, 비질 안 죽었어?
chop her down.
아, 이게 끝이야?
Vigil, come in.
왜, 어떻게 천사는? 천사 잃어버렸네? 아, 이거 보여주려고 만든 거구나. 무기 보여주려고. LMG도 있다. 실토하고 있는 거야?
Vigil,
아, 여기 있구나. 이렇다고 합니다. 뭐 엄청 뭐 애니메이션이 멋지게 나온 그런 느낌은 아닌 것 같아. 자, 나 레트리고